Assalamu alaikum and good morning everyone. This is Aftab and you are watching Aftab Forex YouTube channel. So this is a weekly Forex forecast for the upcoming week starting from Monday 25th of August 2025 and the week ends on Friday 29th of August 2025. Total 5 trading days. This week is going to be so much important for all of us. Why? Because the monthly candle is going to close. First of all, let's see the dollar index. Well, yesterday was the Jackson Hole Symposium and FED hints for a rate cut. The decision is not yet finalized. I mean, that will be in September. But I have seen a very good volume yesterday. So more on this later in the gold forecast that will be uploaded tomorrow. But for now we have to know that dollar index is slightly in pressure. All of the stocks rise too much yesterday as well. So dollar index, I want to add it for all of you. Now if I see the weekly time frame, so first thing that I see is what? Let's have a look at this. We have seen this break below of the structure, and not just a break below, but even we have seen a correction back to the broken level. Now remember my friends, this breakout retest is so much important concept that I suggest every trader should learn and understand this concept, because without the breakout and the retest concept, it's like we trade just blindly, right? So this is you have to master it, breakout and the retest. So breakout, retest occurred. Now what's next? The second thing is I will look to the left side of the market and I have to find another structure for myself, and that is this one. Now how this is a good structure? If you see this level, what is it? Right here is a breakout of this previous structure and then a retest, and then the market very nicely rallied to the bullish side. So obviously this level is with us from the beginning of 2022. So I am going to adjust it as this. Now when I do this and when you will be doing it, the image will be getting more clear for you, right? See, now we have identified that trading range for ourselves. Clear? Now move to the daily. On the daily, things are very simple. Now we don't have to do anything with this data. We just need to focus on this present rally that is in the market. What is that present rally? The present rally we can look for is below the breakout zone. So below the breakout zone we have this rally, and this rally has also a Fibonacci number. Clear? And on the Fibonacci number right now, what it is showing us is that market already dropped from there. So what's next? Just do it this way and just identify. This is now the second step. Identify the impulse wave. Do the chart as this and see. Once we see that this impulsive wave is pointing to 94.55, this is on the daily. If I tell you on the daily time frame, the analysis over right here. I mean, there is no rocket science at all. And few years ago I just did the daily. But these days, now I also look at the H4 as well slightly. Now on the H4, if I see two levels. This level and obviously that other level, this. And yesterday when the FED hints for a rate cut, market dropped all the way from there till here. So this is a move based on a news or fundamental activity, we can say. But technically, if we see, this was a Fibonacci number, but you know I consider 61.8% retracement. But anyways, it was a good drop. So what's next and what we can do? Now remember, as far as, and this is a learning thing for all of you, as far as this market is trading in between these ranges, it will be trading in between these ranges. Clear? But since the daily time frame suggests us this bearish rally towards 94.55, how can we interpret this data? Let's suppose if a trader was supposed to take a sell and he missed from the 61.8% retracement, the chances are still there that in this upcoming week, all of those sellers who sold, market go against them and stop them out. And take a fresh 61.8% retracement and then the market drops. The chances are very less for this, but as far as it is trading above 97.59, it will be showing us this bullish rally. Now, few moments ago, as I said, breakout and the retest. How do we confirm that the daily time frame is coming back down to 94? We will be confirming that once we get, when price gives us a breakout from this level, then it go back up, take a retest, and on the retest, when sellers show up, when we see some wicks right here, then that will mean that the dollar index is going to complete 94 level, and even it is showing it right now. So now move on to the pound US dollar. Pound US dollar, since all of you know, I assume you are following me, at least even if you are following me for 2-3 weeks now, you will be aware that this support level I have identified in the previous videos. So on this support, we saw this bearish rally as well, as expected, sort of like. And this was obviously the ABCD pattern as well. I mean, these markets moves in the waves, and A, B, C, D. When I say A, B, C, D, it means I am referring to waves. For example, this is A to B, then this is B to C, and then that is C to D. D got completed, we hit a strong level and market continued bullish. At this zone, when I said market is going to go bullish, there were two levels with us. What were they? The first immediate level was this. And you will remember when I was predicting it for a bullish rally, I said this 61.8% is going to be our take profit one level. Now my friends, each and every time I cannot go back and cut the clips from my videos just like others and paste that, hey, see, I said it. I don't want to prove myself. I don't need to prove myself, because those who are following me is their own advantage. Take profit, fine. Further I said, if market stay above it, which it did, market is going back to retest this level. I said it. And then last week what I said is, if it come back down to this support, because at the resistance we sell. So see, 184 pips it moved, then the same level gave us a buy. Let me add lines right here. Both of the TPs are hit for the buy trades from right here. If you took this buy and if you made profit, believe me, the credit doesn't go to me. Look at how much you learn. Okay, Aftab is nothing. Look at the method of Aftab. So after that, what we got yesterday a very good candle. So the sellers made profit and the bulls are now in profit. Now when the market was doing this thing from right here, I must have said something else as well. If we get a break above this zone of 1.36, it's more likely going to take a retest of then this zone. See that zone. So isn't it very simple? Just the levels and just some understanding of the Fibonacci. Now the trading mindset. Since we see that dollar is under pressure, obviously that information can reflect on the cable. I mean this pound dollar. So if this is true, first thing I want to tell you, I don't want to do anything right here. I work on the if then thought process. If we see we have this channel broken, did we see any sort of correction back to this zone? No. So I will discuss it later. First let's see this. Okay, if one is thinking it is coming back down, that person should wait for this breakout and then the retest of this zone 1.34, 1.3390, and then that trader can maybe look for sell opportunities. Not a trading signal. This is not a trading signal at all. I'm just explaining my own opinion. So is this simple? This is keep in your mind, because this has to be separately treated. Later when we get a break below this, then I will show up and will say that what we need to do next. So right here we have seen big bulls, but I'm not saying to buy from right here. We just witnessed a trend right here. Just a trend, nothing else. Now the probabilities and the possibilities that can happen. As we have seen this strong breakout, ideally what I'm looking for is, I'm not saying market is doing it, remember, I'm saying I'm looking for this level to consider it for a bullish rally. If let's say I'm someone who missed a trade this bullish rally, I can say that okay, I wait for this level, and once the price drops from there, we are not saying price is dropping from here right now or tomorrow. Once the price drops from here, then ideally we can observe the level of 1.34490, right? So if the pound dollar, if I sum it up, this whole analysis, no doubt it can give us that correction and we can enter into a buy trade. We can sit into a buy rocket, I should say, right? But this 1.3601 and 1.3577 is going to be important for us. But there is, my friend, some hidden Fibonacci as well, right? So let's see, if we get a double top up there, then we sell from there. If this double top forms, then this buy might be compromised. It can range in between these two zones, and if we get a break above and a retest and proper confirmation and all that, it will be showing us this. And few weeks ago I said that either this drop is coming or either we are going to have a breakout. Now the realistic thing, if I tell you, no one is sure whether it is going to form a double top or it is going to give us a breakout. So trading point of view, we wait for the market. We wait for the market either for a correction back down to the 61.8% retracement of this same move and enter as a maybe plan for a bullish trade or whatever. This is not a trade signal. Maybe if you want to test my strategy on the demo, then yes, you can trade 1.34, and the ABCD buy then will be showing us this. But the rule is, and that rule is, if let's say I'm going to take a buy from here, market should not create this double top. If the double top is formed, then the story will be something else. Clear? So this is the pound dollar. Move on to the euro dollar. First of all, this ABCD pattern got completed. Everyone knows, okay, so I don't want to go into the detail of it. Start of the 2025 year, I said it's going up, so investors made plenty of profit from it. Now moving on to the, okay, something happened to my MT5. I mean, what is this? Sometimes it give me hectic. Okay, so euro US dollar. Well, euro US dollar, last week what I said and what the market then did, let's observe it. This level of some false breakout we had earlier. See, slight false breakout from the 61.8 and then a drop. So euro US dollar, there was a breakout point with us, and the breakout point was this. The video length is getting bigger, but please bear with me because I want to do it in a bit relaxed way so that you guys learn the system as well at the same time. And now on the daily time frame, if I show you, there was this sort of Fibonacci with us from right here, right? What's next after that? This is a Fibonacci number. So last week this was our support. Clear? And what I further discussed last week was second last week. What it did is it gave us this, and right above that it established this particular trade. And even if I show you this on the H4, this trend line was active right here. So this previous week what we saw was a break below, a retest, and a continuation. And even before that, last week, this double top. So as I said, market is going to drop from here till this trend line, and then the weekly traders might be appearing right here. They appeared for almost 39-40 pips, but they ended up giving us a breakout. So on the breakout of a trend, what we usually do, we obviously sell. Sell to what level? What level I discussed previous week? This one. It was a very informative episode as well, because I discussed this whole rally, and I show you that, see, there is this A, then A, B to C, C to D, that got completed. So market did nothing very strange even on the euro dollar. It just retested the previous zone right here, and on the news it continued bullish. But this range is still valid. And now this trend line has nothing to do with the analysis. What it was supposed to be giving, this buy trade, this buy trade, then from there till here the take profit, then a breakout and a retest, and then this take profit. Simple. Try to keep things simple. So what this trend line was supposed to be giving, it gave. Now we delete it. This level you see, this is that trend line retest level as well with us, and there is another resistance with us. Simple. So either we get a proper breakout and a retest, then we can look to the bullish side of the market. 1.18 again as this, and as far as the market is trading below 1.17500, this is 1.17236, but even if I say I add one more line and 1.17500 approximately, this will be a sell level with us. But I'm not saying to sell or to buy or to do what. I'm just saying this is a resistance level. So again, ideally what I'm going to do is, if market in the upcoming week drops back to 1.16400, the chances are that we can see this ABCD pattern completion. This much simple it is. and then that ABCD pattern will point towards 1.18100 approximately, this resistance. If you see this one, so my friends, these are simple things. One needs to just get out of the noise of the chart and focus on these technicals and this formula. Simple. Clear? Now move on to the dollar CHF. Last week we had this support and we had this resistance, and then on the H4, if I show you, last week market was standing right here. See this? Again, I cannot copy and paste the clip from the previous video, but for educational purposes, if you want to learn, you can learn. ABCD point got completed. Market took, see, to the left side of the market, a very nice one, and dropped. So how many of you took it? Take profit one was right here, and it gave us a breakout. Now either a retest right here and the market continue back to 0.7908. See, market started to consolidate right here, so this level is not free from any profits. Some profits from the intraday is there. These are, remember my friends, very pro levels I'm showing you free of cost. And one more thing, even if I further simplify it, there is this A to B and this already present with us. So in the upcoming week, I have to observe this level, because if I see some rejection, we have structure to this side of the market right here, then it can again become bullish from right here. So during the week, this is a zone of around 44 pips. I will not be interested in it. Okay, what I'm interested in is, obviously, let me show you that this zone, if we see, this is also a Fibonacci number, and market took a bounce from here. So let's see the previous readings a little bit and adjust it. When you learn the Fibonacci, you will just be adjusting the levels every week if you are position trader. If you are day trader, I can do it on the H1, but usually these things I will cover in the live streams. Otherwise, I also don't like them for a position traders. So Fibonacci is right here. Okay, let me do it once again. Just this is the fourth pair I am discussing, but this structure is then there, then this breakout level is then there, then this Fibonacci is right here. So even this Fibonacci is pointing back to this zone up there, but that is way too far enough. Maybe in 1 week it may not be possible, because this whole level is liquidity level at the moment. So yes, if you have booked this profit, I will suggest to the buy side, it will be showing, but for now we first will be observing 0.8108. right? And yes, if market give us a break below the 61.8% retracement, then the situation will be even more clear to us. Then this is not happening, okay? Then this will not be happening. Then market will be coming back to this support. And this is the support and the resistance rules. So let's observe these levels in the upcoming week, right? And because it's showing us bullish, but the news for the dollar, I think how that plays out, overall it shows bullish. And personally I want to wait a little bit. I need some more candles because I'm like slightly tired. Pound yen played very nicely last week. See, 1 2 3 4 5. What I said, we have this double top, but the divergence is missing. Then on the H4, what I said, oh, isn't it taking too long? Friends, don't get bored, okay? Try to learn these methods. Don't go for the hype, okay? Don't go for the hype. Understand the method and trade with it. It's not loading, no problem. Dollar CAD completed the ABCD pattern I discussed even last week as well. See, previous week I discussed it in the weekly forecast as well, and I also discussed it in a separate video as well. Now who make profit, who have trust over this strategy, and how will one get confident to trade it? Those who practice it, those who properly learn it. So on the dollar CAD it is simple this week, no big rocket science. If you sold from point D, that was good. Otherwise, let's see again for 1.38 break below, we can look back to the support. A rejection, we can look back to the resistance as this much simple it is. So right here, then who knows, we can get a double top, and above that, above this, that will be a breakout separately treated. Dollar yen finally completed this move. I discussed it with all of you. I became bullish all the way from this support. My videos are there, you can check it out. Now again I want to tell you, Aftab is zero. Consider me zero. Don't look at me. Look at the method, what the method is saying. This A to B, then a Fibonacci, and this is the completion, and see how beautifully it is played out. And not just to the buy side, but also to the sell side it gave profits. Simple, no rocket science at all. So right here, if I say this is a resistance, that's why it dropped 148. Even last week I said. One, two, three, four, five. Market was standing right here. I said this candle is holding it bullish back to this zone. Clear? So dollar yen, obviously maybe there is a big correction coming for the dollar yen back to this, and the sellers are holding back to the other support, and the other support is right here, 61.8 at 144 approximately. Let me add a line right here. Let me add a line right here as well. Let's delete this Fibonacci. Let's add a line right here. Where did the market drop from? Previous structure. No rocket science. Even this week there was a news as well, but even without news this was a structure. So just apply that same rule. Break below, retest, continuation. A bounce, then a bullish rally to 148 again. If you are looking for quicker profits in case of a bounce, then this level. We have to clear our mind from right here. Okay, Aussie dollar and gold has the same structure, so I will discuss that later. Then the Cadjpy, I traded it live all the way with you. This whole impulsive wave somewhere from here. Stop was there, TP was right here. It hit the same level, gave profit. That same level gave again profit. And the USD ZAR is not for everyone, but since I have got plenty of requests for it, so let me do it. In the longer run, well, I see there is this support for now, and there again something happened to my MT5. Okay, 61.8 is almost here. Then the weekly, I'm just winding up the session. Okay, gold I will be discussing. So this structure near 16.92 and 17.27, we see something right here on the ZAR. So my friends, I thought this week I will be analyzing these pairs in much detail for all of you, so even if you are a beginner, you can get the message correctly what I actually want to tell you. And yes, if you are watching till now so far, I can assure you that you don't go for the hype. Just practice these levels, have enough practice, and then see how much like miracles you can see in terms of profit. But remember my friends, Rome was not built in one day. These things need proper practice, and traders need to get out of the charts. So understand the method and be profitable forever and ever. You will not be relying on anyone. At the end, I want to say, if anyone wants to learn my ABCD pattern strategy that works on the gold, on the currency pairs, on the indices, even in the stocks, but I didn't try it in the stocks. So if you want to become a proper chart reader, I can make you a proper chart reader. You can make infinite number of strategies as well for yourself. So leave me a like, comment, and WhatsApp number is given in the description. Anyone who wants for a one-on-one mentorship, remember, I don't sell like record a course and say okay I will be selling it $500 each. I give you proper time every day, 40 minutes on Zoom and one-on-one, right? So because I try to work personally with the members. So this was the forecast. I hope you guys make lots and lots profits, and I hope you guys once understand this strategy. Take a lot of care of yourself, and goodbye.